Hey all, this is Eucep again, and today I'm going to look at one of the kits which I picked up at Bots. And this is the Valsione, and this is from Kotobukiya. They also make a lot of Zoid kits, if I'm not mistaken. This is from Super Robot Wars, which, once again, I'm not really sure, but I believe it's a game. And that's about as much as I know. This is a fairly decent sized box. It is for a 1 to 144 scale kit, so I think this will probably tower a lot above most of my other 1 to 144 scale kits, at least based on the parts which I've seen already. It's an interesting looking kit. It's a giant female mecha. At least I hope it's a female mecha, because, well, with that scale, I don't think it's an actual human. Or it is a titan. Nah. Let's have a look at the box. I think if I understand this well, it's probably been made in 2009. February, I assume, and my guess is the original retail price is 4,800 yen, which would be about 50 euros here. So I paid about a decent price for it, since I paid 50 euros for it. Here are some other of the mechas from the same lineup, and pretty much most of them look quite over the top, I must say. These quite resemble Gundams, but most others not really. I know I've seen this one before, but he had quite a lot larger sword than that little one there. Yeah, it's a big sword, but the one I've seen him with is at least 10 times as large. Lots of warnings. What is actually noticeable on this box, there's actually English and other languages on this as well. So unlike Bandai, they really intend for this to be available outside of Japan. Same box art. Something about the kit. I really have no idea what half of it says. Comes with a sword, and it also comes with a gun. And here, which is actually nice, most of this is all painted, but this last one is actually the way the kit looks like unpainted. It also says parts of this model are molded in color as shown, which is quite correct. Several of the parts of this kit are actually painted, and the paint is looking good, so quite pleased there. But I'll show that in a moment. I think this is about the kit itself, or at least about the mecha itself, but I can't read Japanese, so that's the end of that. Let's put this away. The instruction manual is just a single leaflet, a painted version of the kit on front. No actual information about the kit itself, or at least about the mecha itself in English, as far as I could tell. There are some English things on it, like artificial bone and muscular tissue drive system. And apparently in her boobs there is a DML, direct motion link system. Yeah. Lots of other info, but yeah. The gun looks nice, but I think I'll display her with a sword. It's all pointy and more pointy stuff on her, so I think giving her something pointy to beat someone up with is more suitable than a gun. You have two different faces for this kit, which is quite nice. Some inside stuff. I'll assume this is the pilot. pilot figure is not included in this product. Alright. Yeah. Oh wait, there is some information on how tall this is. It's 24.6 meters, which means it's actually a lot taller than even the Gundam Unicorn, who in Psycho mode is over 20 meters tall, but just a smidgen. So this one would be at least a head taller than him. But I think the kit itself will be actually bigger than that. There's a paint guide here with actual, it says how much of each color you need to get these colors, it seems. But yeah, since I can't read the colors in Japanese, well. And the instructions themselves, they're a bit simpler than Bandai's, not as detailed, but still it looks pretty decent. The parts count is on a separate piece of paper, and there are quite a few sprues for this. There's a few PVC parts which have been pre-painted and everything, but I'll show those in a moment. And of course, 4 replacement parts. So let's bring out the sprues themselves, because there are quite a few. The A-plate with a chest unit, parts of the neck it seems, and other detail parts. It's actually a slightly, no, it's not a different view from this. I was hoping perhaps some different views, but no go there. The wings look decent and detailed. I must say I'm actually tempted to paint all the white parts into black. I think that will be that will look cooler than just the white, but I've tried painting white black before and that didn't come out so well. So, and since I'm stuck with hand painting, it might be better to skip it. The C-plate with manipulators on it. Detail-wise, there's nothing to complain about this kit, in my opinion. There aren't too many really small parts like these, which is nice. 2 D-plates with the first hint of something pre-painted. I think a majority of these parts are for the legs and for the shoulder parts. Then there is the E-plate. Some of these sprues are very, very tiny. I think it's for the different materials. I think. They actually show Kotobuka. Then there is the F-plate with some more pre-painted parts, those white dots. I think more stuff for the arms, but I'm not sure, and joints. The G-plate with the pre-painted horns for the head. Other parts are actually done by using multiple colors of plastic. The H-plate with more for the shoulders. The I-plate with more of the hair. There's even this teeny tiny bit for a lock of hair which hangs in front of her face. Two L plates with very tiny parts, all for joints as far as I can tell. ABS. Then there are the weapons. Yeah, I do think I like this sword. It's a bit plain and could have used some colors, but yeah, not much to complain about. The gun itself, well, it's just two parts as far as I can tell, and so is very simple. Perhaps there is another part elsewhere, but yeah, I'll see when I build it. The K plate, the small sprue, with just 4 little parts, and yeah, that part really worries me. Such a tiny part. Those things make me a bit nervous. Then there are some good old polycaps. Once again, 2 sprues. And finally, the PVC pre-painted parts, which actually come nicely packaged, including these 2 well-detailed faces, which I'm quite pleased with, that I don't have to put on stickers or anything like that. I think once it's out of the box, perhaps with some panel lining done, this will look quite excellent. And well, that's one huge pile of parts all ready to be put into one interesting looking kit.